If you have trouble staying asleep, or if you wake up in the morning feeling tired, then this video is for you. Some people can drink caffeine and go to sleep a few minutes later. Some people can go to sleep for the night right after a big meal. Just because a person can do that, it does not mean that either is a good idea. Before we dive into the science behind this, I want to define what healthy sleep is. Healthy sleep is defined by 3 criteria. You sleep 7 to 9 hours per night. You have a consistent sleep schedule, meaning you are going to sleep about the same time every night, and you're waking up about the same time every morning. And you stay asleep through the night, minus waking up once or twice to go to the bathroom. Some issues that could interfere with your ability to get healthy sleep are when you drink your last sip of caffeine and when you eat your last meal. Let's start with the late night eating. For a long time, I have been a late night eater. Getting home from a frustrating day at work, I would then wind down with a snack and a TV show. Or if I'm working late, I might not have the time to eat dinner when I was at work. So I get home, it's late, and I would eat dinner at a late hour before going right to sleep. Maybe you can relate to one or both of those scenarios. Unfortunately, late night eating is a big obstacle for getting quality sleep. A study published in 2021 showed how big of an issue late meals can be. For those who eat just before going to bed, they had issues waking up and staying awake. In fact, people who ate within 3 hours prior to bedtime had double the risk of waking up for a long period of time during the night. The closer that someone ate to their bedtime, the greater the chance that they would wake up and stay up during the night. If you have trouble staying asleep, eating late could be a major cause of that problem. Do you wake up feeling tired? Eating late could also be a big issue with not feeling rested in the morning. That same study from 2021 showed that people who ate within 2 hours of bedtime were 57% more likely to sleep in. What does this mean? People who eat before bedtime do not get restful sleep, so they stay in bed longer in the morning. They're more likely to hit the snooze button or stay in bed for a while after waking up. I have found this to be true for myself. When I eat late at night, I typically don't feel as rested when I wake up in the morning. This is not surprising when looking at the underlying science. Eating late causes our digestive system to be working when your body is really looking to cool down and rest. Eating late also interferes with our circadian rhythm, which is our internal clock. This clock tells us when we should be active and when we should be sleeping. But when we eat late, we're producing more digestive hormones and also interfering with the body's ability to relax. Relaxation is necessary for achieving deep sleep. Eating late impacts your ability to stay asleep and feel rested when waking up in the morning. The same can be said for caffeine consumed late into the day. It's not uncommon to drink an afternoon coffee or energy drink to tackle the second half of the workday, or to get amped up for a night out. Unfortunately, this could be bad for your sleep, even if you have no trouble falling asleep afterwards. A study tested 4 conditions related to caffeine intake and sleep. No caffeine, caffeine drank 6 hours before bed, caffeine 3 hours before bed, and caffeine right before bed. The purpose was to see which timelines would interfere with the ability to sleep. What was the answer? All intervals of caffeine interrupted sleep. Whether it was right before bed or 6 hours before bed, drinking caffeine hurt sleep in the following ways. It took longer to fall asleep. People lost about an hour of sleep per night. And sleep efficiency, which is the percentage of time in bed that we're actually sleeping, decreased. Caffeine interrupts sleep by blocking adenosine, a chemical found in our cells, from bonding with adenosine receptors. When adenosine can bond with our receptors, it helps us feel sleepy. If it doesn't bond, we're going to feel awake and we're going to have more trouble sleeping. If you are drinking caffeine later in the day or eating late at night, you're going to struggle more with falling asleep, staying asleep, and you will likely lose more time of being asleep. I don't want you to lose sleep. So based on the research, here's what I recommend. When it comes to eating before bed, aim to consume your last calories at least 3 hours before bedtime. With caffeine, there is not a universal clear answer. When you should stop drinking caffeine depends on how much caffeine that you are drinking. The more caffeine you have, the longer you should wait between drinking caffeine and bedtime. In general, I recommend stopping caffeine at least 8 hours prior to bed. If you go to sleep at 11 p.m., stop eating by about 8 p.m. and stop caffeine by about 3 p.m. Sleep is critical for your physical health, your cognition, and your mental health. Don't let caffeine or eating habits disrupt your sleep. I'm Dr. Preuss. Thanks for watching this video.